I want to thank you for coming from just about every nook and cranny of the country. All the 14 municipal corporations is present here today. The government, through local government, is committed in providing service to the people. The word community development is an integral part of a ministry of local government. So we cover aspects of community life. I want to make the point that local government touches at least 75 to 80% of the lives of this country. Just about every aspect of life, local government is involved one way or the other. So it is critical that we expose the leaders of tomorrow to the workings of local government. Last year, when this program was initiated, we did so knowing that we were stepping into a new era of local government. Never before has the Ministry of Local Government embarked on a program specifically to employ young people in this country. It has never happened before. Last year, we provided employment to over some 2,000 young people. We provided the employment to collect critical information on services provided by local government. We did an audit on streetlights. We did an audit on missing street signs across the country. And we did an audit of the most vulnerable individuals across communities. And out of that audit, especially the streetlight audit, and I want to commend those of you who participated in last year's program, we were able to put ourselves in a position where we found out that at least 35% of streetlights, based on your audit, we were able to identify about 35% of streetlights that were not working across the country that we were still paying for. So you see the benefits of the program. So last year we did over 2,000. And based on the demands, as early as March of this year, young people started to inquire, are we going to have a program this year. Made a commitment last year, and I am honored this year to live up to those commitments. So instead of just a little over 2,500 last year, we have now increased the numbers this year to well in excess of 3,500. Not only have we increased the numbers, but this year we will have some unique features to the program. As our young participants from Portland spoke about our obligation as a country to disaster risk management, and as Jamaica prepare to host the global platform on disaster risk in 2020, the first time in the history of that international acclaimed body that such a conference will be held outside of the Americas. This here we have included disaster risk management as a core function of the Youth Summer Employment Program. We are going to retain those who are not going back to school, and we can't retain everybody. But the best that will be identified by the municipal corporation, we will retain until the end of this year. Out of that core that will deal specifically with disaster response, we are going to retain 150 of you island-wide to work specifically on disaster risk across the country. In order to facilitate, to input the data that will be collected, we're going to be identifying another 50 of you who are computer savvy. You will be retained within the municipal corporations to help to input the data that will be collected based on the survey. So we will be retaining until the end of the calendar year 200 of our finest and brightest young people to assist in the process. We have included property taxes as a critical area for employment this year. Property taxes is the highest source of revenue to the local authorities. And we believe it is critical, having so much young people, that you will assist in the various areas, serving the requisite notices and doing the other associated works involving property taxes. Trade license again, which is another source of funding to the local authorities. We have not done much on trade license, and we have extended the program to include trade license. I want to make a special appeal to you. Your performance out there will not only reflect you as individuals, but it will reflect the work of the Ministry of Local Government and to a greater extent the government of the country. So I am demanding of you to put your best foot forward. This is not a program that is political, because all 230 councillors across the country have an opportunity to make recommendations. We have also accepted recommendations from non-political organizations. And if I don't control myself, PS, the program might just reach 4,000 this year. Two things before I take my seat. There are two parishes which presently are operating under a state of public emergency. St. Catherine and St. James. And in Kingston, in my own constituency, Denham Town is under Zozo. We will make the necessary arrangements with the security forces to ensure that persons participating in the exercise in these areas will have access in the areas during the period of the state of public emergency. So those of you in St. Catherine want to assure Mayor Scott and Mayor Davis and Mayor Williams that those areas will be protected. Last thing, we anticipated that the program, which will start officially on Monday, will last for 4 weeks. I want to advise you that we will extend the program for an additional 2 weeks. So it will be 6 weeks under this program for you islanders. So leaders of tomorrow, I did say that last year only one division failed to take up the offer. One. There can be no excuse whatsoever that councillors get an opportunity to provide employment for young people and fail to utilize the opportunity. I promised to name the division, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Only to say that every young person in this country deserves an opportunity. You will be paid. We increase the amount from last year. And we have been able to do so because of the join-up approach that this government has taken. We have had some room within the ministry to find some additional funds because some of the other programs that we would have to finance out of the ministry because of government's join-up approach, we have been able to get assistance elsewhere. I urge you, make yourselves proud. I challenge you to become leaders, start in local government, because it is the best platform for learning. Most of our leaders started in local government. I started in local government many, many years ago. There is a future in politics. Do not be persuaded by the negative thoughts about the political process. I challenge you today to make use of this opportunity, regardless of how limited it is. It is a start. And I thank you and look forward for good results.
When the program started, I got a number of 3,000. Within 2 hours, it moved from 3,000 young people to 3,500. And then I heard him mention to our PS, I greet you, Miss Marsha Henry Martin. How are you? Are we moving to 4,000 by the end of the program? She said no. But, you know, the minister is creating field researchers. Did you hear about what you're going to be doing? So I'd like to invite our youth mayor from Mandeville, Mr. Shamoy Royce. Yes, come on up. Everybody say, talk up, youth. Talk up, youth, myself, eh? And I give this young mayor a chance to introduce the Honorable Floyd Green.
Master of Ceremonies, the Minister of Local Government and Community Development, the Honorable Desmond McKenzie, State Minister in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, Minister Floyd Green, mayors, councillors, stakeholders, participants, esteemed guests, youths, good morning. Having had an outstanding academic track record with his foundation being laid at Monroe College and then further nurtured at the University of the West Indies, Mona campus, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, and the Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Elizabeth, Honorable Floyd Green, has through the years demonstrated his commitment to academia and his love for nation building through his involvement in public services. While at UWI, Floyd studied both history and political science and became involved in the UWI Guild, serving as both Cultural and Entertainment Affairs Chairman and Vice President of the Guild of Students. His service and leadership abilities transcended the Jamaican shores and Barbadian shores, where he undertook his studies in the field of law. There he achieved the rare feat of a Jamaican being elected president of the K-Ville Guild of Students. At K-Ville, he was awarded his Bachelor of Law degree with honors in 2006 and admitted to the Jamaican Bar in November 2008. A keen desire to see the betterment of his country led this notable gentleman, Floyd, to be the founding member of the Mona Campus League, which was the first chapter established for Generation 2000, the young professional affiliate of the Jamaica Labour Party. He was later elected president of Generation 2000 and appointed junior shadow spokesman for the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy. Floyd's success as G2K's president positioned him for his nomination as the Jamaica Labour Party candidate for the constituency of Southwest St. Elizabeth. In February of 2016, he was elected Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Elizabeth and is currently serving as the Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, with specific responsibility for the youth and information portfolios. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me give a warm welcome to our Minister, the Honorable Floyd Green.
Minister of Local Government and Community Development, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie, His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Donovan Mitchell, and other mayors who are here present, other members of the Municipal Corporation. I see the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Local Government, other specially invited guests. I know we have special representatives from ODPEM, members of the media, Dr. Lincoln Edwards, President of the Northern Caribbean University, of course, our Master of Ceremony, Empress Goldwyn, and most importantly, our young people. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's do it again with smiles. Good afternoon, everybody. Excellent. Isn't this a wonderful event? And I think, seeing that the Minister of Local Government has already given out all the goodies, I don't have to keep my speech too long, not you? Yes. But I am very happy to be here. It is an exciting time to be alive and an exciting time to be participating in the development of our country. Firstly, I really want to thank the Minister of Local Government and the Ministry for crafting the idea to have a youth summer employment program. And not only for crafting the idea, but for ensuring that it came to fruition. Because oftentimes in our country, we talk a lot, but we don't see the action. This is action in motion. So I want us to give the minister a big, big round of applause. And I think it is an excellent program. Not only because it gives our young people an opportunity to be employed, but also it gives our counselors, the persons who are on the ground, an opportunity to interact with our young people and to send forward those who they see are in significant need or who can benefit greatly from this program. And for me, it is important that as a government, any additional resources we come across, that we put that into youth development. Because you and I know young people just need an opportunity. And if they get that opportunity, they will rise, they will shine, and they will make us all proud. This is a significant opportunity that our youth of Jamaica have been given. And when you see the crowd here, when you think about that, almost every single community in Jamaica is represented, you know we are on to something good. So give yourself another big, big round of applause. But why is this program important in the grand scheme of things? One of the things that we have recognized is a barrier to our young people being employed is that oftentimes elusive concept of work experience. There is a reality. Even when you go to school and you do well, when you get a lot of subjects, when you send your resumes to employers, they will often take it up, and the first place they will look is to see the work experience that you have. And I want to tell you the truth. It's not necessarily that they're looking for work experience in a particular field, but they want to know that you have some work experience, that you have gone out and you know what it is to wake up early, to be on time, to work with a team of individuals, to be assigned tasks, and to get them done. That is what work experience signals to an employer. And when we came in as a government, we recognized that too many of our suitable youth candidates were being turned back from wonderful opportunities because they never had the work experience. So we said we have to take a strategic approach to increasing the number of opportunities for our young people to get that experience. And we issued the challenge to our ministries and in our own Ministry of Youth. We said, how can we ramp up our work experience programs? And as you have heard, in the Ministry of Local Government answered the call. So last year they had 2,500 young people. This year, over 3,500 young people will get that work experience. When we came in, we found the National Youth Service employing about 5,000 young people to get that work experience during the summer. This year, the National Youth Service is employing 16,000 young people to get that needed experience. And when you put that with the Ministry of Tourism, that adds another 1,000. This summer, we're going to be giving over 20,000 youth work experience so they can have that as an essential part on their resume. But it goes a bit further, that it doesn't stop there. Because clearly we all know that youth unemployment is still a major problem in our country. Too many of our young people have nothing to do every day. And you know, me is a countryman. And you know what them say a country? The devil find work for idle hands. So we have to put them to work, or the devil will put them to work. And that is why we have crafted a number of programs. One of the things that we have done is that we have merged the Heart Trust NTA with the National Youth Service, with the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning, so that the Heart Trust can serve more people. You see, what used to happen, people used to go and say they do the heart test, and in the past, so them can't go heart. It doesn't make sense. So we have changed that. What you now do, you do an assessment. And if you have not reached the standards, then we will put you on a program to bring you up. And then you can go into the Heart Trust NTA still, so that you can get the training, so that you can get the employment. We have gone further. We have outlined something we call the HOPE program, where you get core training, you are placed for a year, you get a stipend. Part of that stipend goes to a mandatory saving component, so that if even after the year you don't transition into the job, you have a little saving to fall back on. And we have started to see the impact of those initiatives. You know, fortunately, when we just started, our youth unemployment rate was unfortunately at 33%. 1 in every 3 young person between 14 and 24 never had a job. We still have a far way to go, but over the last 2 years, that has been reduced to 25.4%. A significant 8% reduction. And we want to keep it moving. And we believe programs like this, of this nature, will help us to ensure that we can find a space for all our youth. So that is some of what the government is doing. But I think more importantly, all of you young people who have turned out, is for you to recognize that this is a tremendous opportunity. And I want you to take advantage of this opportunity. I don't want you to just see it as a little summer work, that you just go, you're just in it because, yes, you really need the money. But I want you to see this as a stepping stone towards your life goal. You know, my first summer job was selling shoes in a department store. in a little place called Junction. One of the hardest jobs I ever do in my entire life. When you think they sell shoes thing easy, wait till they come. Remember, you know, oftentimes they just come in and they just cock up their foot and say, young man, take off your shoes. And you take off the shoes and you try on 10 different pair. And when you're done, what you think they say? No, sir, me not see none of me like. And you just have to move on. But it taught me patience. Taught me how to work with people. Importantly, gave me some resources so that I didn't have to turn to my parents. And it said to me, if I want nice things in life, work for it. So when I went to university, I worked every step of the way. I do everything. I sell in talk shop, I answer phone, I file, because I couldn't go to my parents to ask them for a new cell phone. Couldn't do it. I was there on student loan. But when cell phone bust, me when I first man have. So when I walk up, them I say, yeah, go out with that thing. It taught me the importance of working for what you want. And also the importance of network. So when you're out there in the field, remember you do not know your next employer. The man who you stop and ask about the trade license might be the man that is going to give you the job. The man you encounter in the street when you just walk in to do your survey might be the person when you give your resume to. That might be the person making the decision. So carry yourself in a manner that once they engage with you, they want to hire you. You know, a lot of young people come for interviews and they just don't sell themselves in a way that you even want to give them the job, even when the opportunity is there. And a lot of you don't know that even right now as I look at you, I might want to employ you. But what are you saying to me when I look at you? It's important. So, I want you to take this very, very seriously. And remember the impact you now make. And I love the fact that minister has added this component to the work program, which is the top 200 will be retained for further work. So I don't have to convince you that when you go out there, you must be an excellent example. The final thing that I will say is that it is, despite all the challenges, an exciting time to be alive and to be a youth in Jamaica. You know, for the first time in our history, people under 25 amount for the largest percentage of our population. So we often say youth are the future. That's true. But you are also the now. You have the numbers. You are to take charge of your destiny. So I don't want you to just say, what is the politician doing? What is the councillor doing? What are you doing to make sure your community is a better place? What are you doing in your own life to ensure that you are a better person? Are you making an impact? Do you believe that you have greatness within you? Those are the things that for me makes the difference of whether you will transition from this program into something meaningful and gainful or you will not. So, what I do, I have a couple songs I listen to almost every morning just to, remind myself of a couple key points. And, so I get old now, but I still like dance hall a lot. So there's one that says, from me little and me I grow, decide so when me get in, me I go make a impact. So when me get the youth, them priest, say them daddy thing, enough man get the chance and flop. Vendetta don't believe in that. No sir, me a pre-foundation, lot per lot, when the thing shot. Have impact. There's another one that I love. It started to say, if you cut me and think me strength done, right now I would have bleed momentum. You know that one there? Wait, say, greatness I do what? Greatness I do what? Greatness in my blood. You have to believe that. You have to believe in yourself. And because I significantly still believe that oftentimes you can't only depend on your own understanding and your own strength. You oftentimes have to turn to a higher power. You know which one on the playlist now? It's a Lord, I pray. I honor your name. You don't know it? Some of me here now. Go, Lord. Tell me. How it go? See the nice part here. Why not? Whenever you glory. Oh, hey, my voice sound good, not true? I want to thank you for listening. This is a wonderful opportunity. I want to thank the minister for giving young people a chance to take control of their destiny. God bless you all.
Minister turn artist, motivational speaker. I think we should all stand for your minister. Stand and clap him again. Woo! Look at that. Beautiful. What a speech. What a speech. Wow. That was inspiring, right? You may be seated. That was a speech. That was an inspirational address, right, young people? You feel better? Do you feel more inspired? You feel ready to play your part? Do you feel ready to make an impact in your community? It's a good day. Say, it's a good day. And we can't come to NCU and not invite one of the students on this stage to bless us with music right before the guest performer. Ladies and gentlemen, Shashika Brown.
Is there anybody here that loves my Jesus? Anybody here that loves my Lord? a milk-white horse, no man works like him. The river of Jordan he did cross, no man works like him. For he is King of kings, he is Lord of lords. Oh, Jesus Christ, the first and last. Oh, King Jesus rides in the middle of the air. Oh, he calls the saints from everywhere. Oh, ride on, King Jesus. No man can hinder me. Ride on, King Jesus. Ride on. No man can hinder me. He's the King. He's the Lord. Oh, yes, he is the King. He's the Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ, the first and last. No man works like him. Ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on, Jesus.
I know the municipality, but I did say I was going to shout out the parishes. So St. Catherine Massive already made noise there. Let me see if the sound changes. Right. So everybody is here and alive. Is there any young person here that's making an impact in the in your community? It was a question the minister asked earlier. Let's do it again. Let's look at who's in the room. Let's start with, I gotta remember all the 14 parishes now. You ready? Let's start with St. J. Where we go? Where we guys? Yes.
I want to make the point that local government touches at least 75 to 80% of that. We were stepping into a new era of local government. Never before, to over some 2,000 young people. We provided the employment, missing street signs across the country. We did an audit of the most vulnerable individuals across communities. And I want to commend those of you who participated in last year's program. Put ourselves in a position where we found out that at least 35% to identify about 35% of streetlights that were not working across the country, that we were. Leaders, starting local government.
I pray. I honor your name. You know it? Some of me here now. Go, Lord. Tell me. How it go? See the next part. Why not? Whenever you glory. Oh, everybody's so good at you. Whenever I fall, you lift me up. Glory to thee, oh God. And see you, hey, our Redeemer, saving grace. I know I'm not worthy to see your face. I try hard, but can I just pull it up, pull it up, and see. Some people only call on God when they're down and out, you know. All who believe in Father God, the power of Father God, when we're up, when we're down, every single time, let me see the hand them in the sky right now. I go, Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy. Whenever I fall, you lift me up. Glory to thee, oh God. Our Redeemer, saving grace. I know I'm not worthy to see your face. I tried hard, but I made mistakes. You're still by my side every step that I take. Through every hard day, I you get the praise. I you are my guide and my shield always. Every time me a gaze, I play hard days. You still show mercy, keep empty you safe. Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy. Give me it again, give me it again, give me it again one more time. Hold on here, hold on, hold on. Anybody upset if I sing this song one more time in here today? Who God bless? Who God bless? Jump it again, jump it again. Huh. Saving grace. I know I'm not worthy to see your face. I try hard, but I make mistakes. You're still by my side every step that I take. Through every hard day, I you get the praise. I you are my guide, I'm a shield always. Every time me a gaze, I play hard days. You still show mercy and keep me safe. Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy. Whenever I fall, you lift me up. Glory to thee, oh God. All powerful, omnipotent, shine down your glory, your magnificence. When you build the fence, it make all the difference. Step in on my life and take precedence. Be the captain, the pilot, the teacher. Be the head and the boss and the leader. Be my guide, my shepherd, and the keeper. Beginning and the end, you are the Alpha, Omega. Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy. Everybody know, whenever I fall, you lift me up. Glory to thee, oh God. I know people now gonna make it tough. Even when they block and scream and try to stop me. And even when they try
Yeah,